so much nicer than I thought it was gonna look. But I think the medium here is perfect. So this is very realistic kind of outfit that I would wear. I haven't actually opened the whole thing yet, but these were kind of sitting on top and I thought, oh, these are really lovely. Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for another vlog. I have a very exciting unboxing to share with you. Actually just got it right here and you can see that it's got this very special tape on it. Warning of, it says, this carton has been sealed with pilfer-proof tape. So that means something of value is in there, and that helps to identify if there was any tampering done to the package after it was packed. But let's open this first. I've never tried anything from Rare Beauty before. Thank you so much, Rare Beauty, for sending this. They have holiday items, so like little gift sets. So they sent one over, and I know many of you like their products, so I'm excited to try. It says, this makeup is made to feel good in without hiding what makes you unique. Oh, cute. So it comes in this little canvas bag. It says Rare Beauty. Got here a blush set, I think. Yeah, it's the mini blush and luminize trio. And actually, oh, the blush I have on right now is this YSL blush in 44. And underneath that, I used this concealer, the Westman Atelier concealer, and it works well under this blush. I think it worked just fine. For the foundation, I have this Chanel Sublimage L'Essence de Teint, and this one is in the shade B40, so it's a little bit cool for me. So if you are cooler than BD41, this is a great one. But I am a little bit neutral too, so I think it works. And then I also used the BD41 concealer under the eye. I just want to keep trying it out, see how much I like it. Oh, on my eyes, I have that fall Hermes palette, the one number 11, and I just used green and the navy, and then a little bit of that shimmer shade. And then on lips, I have by Chanel 914. So just something super natural. This is a mini blush and luminize trio. Cute. So they're teeny tiny little ones, great for trying if you've never tried before, which is my favorite kind of thing. Enliven right here. It's got like shimmery peach. Ooh, my mom would love that for like a lip gloss. These are cheek colors. This one is also really pretty. It's in Virtue. So right here, the beautiful warm rose shade. I like their packaging because this, I don't know if you can see, is like a flat surface, so it's easier to open. Ooh, really pretty. So I will play with these in a future video. I love trying new makeup. So thank you so much again to Rare Beauty for sending these over. Okay, let me go wash my hands just to make sure I don't have anything on my fingertips here as I open this next package. So all clean. So actually this is kind of interesting because the item I got is not, it's not brand new. It's pre-loved. And oh, before I forget, I'm headed to the YouTube event that I went to last year around this time, and I'll film content there and anything else interesting. Sephora will be there, so I'm really excited about that. So I'll take you with me there. But this is the thing I wanted to open with you. I have been on the hunt for pre-loved Hermes, but a very specific kind of pre-loved item. So not totally perfect is one of the criteria, because I want it to be a usable bag and something that's kind of already been worn in, because I have some really nice bags. They are dream bags for me that I love, but I also have realized how much in value they've gone up, so I don't want to actually wear them, which is silly, but I feel like I would like to wear a nice bag that has already been worn in, so I don't have to be super careful with it. I've been looking at two different kinds of Hermes non-quota bags, and I found this one because I also really liked the color, and these seem a little bit tricky to get a hold of, especially at a price point I think matches the actual wear of the product. I ordered it from Fashionphile. This is not sponsored by Fashionphile. They don't know I'm making this video, but out of all the companies out there, I could return this one. I think it depends on the bag. So this is not advice. This is just my opinion. I can return the bag within 14 days if it's not what I wanted. I actually had a chance to go to their headquarters. Again, not sponsored, but I just went there to kind of shop, compare some Kelly bags just to see what size I would be looking for, and it makes me feel better at least that there is a physical place I can go to if I need to talk to someone. I don't know if that really makes a difference. So in my opinion, the only guarantee for authenticity of an item is to buy it from the boutique itself. But I feel like if it's an item that's had a lot of wear to it and was used, I don't know why I think this. So in my opinion, there might be a better chance that something that's been worn to this degree is probably also authentic. Let me know what you think. Let's go ahead and open this. So this box is a little bit smaller than I thought it would be because this bag is pretty big. Very careful opening this. Yeah, when I went to Fashion File, they were really nice and gave me a lot of information. In fact, they, I told them I was interested in a Kelly, and they let me try on all the sizes. She grabbed one of each size so I can compare with my height and my build, because I think actually a bigger bag is better for me. Like the Chanel medium almost starts to look small on me because I'm taller. I have a more athletic build. So I think the way a bag appears depends on who's wearing it. So I think it was the 28, something like that, the Kelly, like in the upper 20s was the best one for me. And even I think my Picotin is like an 18 and it looks small. It's like this. Here is the, oh, interesting. It comes with like little confettis in there, not confetti, but little circle things, tissue papers. And then, okay, this is like interesting. It's a file for Fashion File. Is this a nail file? Which is kind of an interesting item to put in with a bag. Is this really a nail file? Oh, it feels like an emery board. Okay, Fashion File. So it comes like this. Used is the new. Okay, so the quality of this was on the lower end of quality. So I think there's fair, and then whatever the one is next to that is what this was. So it was greatly reduced. So I'll put the price down below if you want to take a look. But I picked a color. I decided I don't want a neutral color, although this is a color that falls into the neutral family. Oh, it's okay. So this, I'm just looking at the top. Oh, it's so much nicer than I thought it was gonna look, because the pictures are very detailed and it looked pretty beat up. But look, like the handle looks like it's in really nice shape. That's a beautiful color. So this color is Blue Jean, is the one that I was, and oh, it doesn't look beat up at all. It's in much better shape than I thought. And it has a certificate of authenticity. So I don't know, I read so many things about authentication and how difficult it is to authenticate. I feel like you can get a pretty good idea. So this is the 35 Bolide. It's in the Clemence leather. It's in really nice shape. Oh, I'm so much happier. Looking for something that I could use and just enjoy. And one thing I really looked at was the stitching. I wanted to see how much dirt looked like it had gotten on the stitching, and not much. And even the zipper, like it looks so much dirtier on the picture. So I was expecting it to look really like dirty. And there's a line here as well, but it's so hard to see. And it's missing something, like it's missing the clochette, which I don't really mind. I don't think I'm gonna use the lock. In fact, I hear a lot of people take that off because they feel like it would scratch the surface. But it did come with this, because I've seen some that were missing this strap, and that I think was more important to me. And plus it's silver, so you know I don't wear silver hardware too much. Oh, it's so nice. It's so much nicer than I thought. So it's like, what is that phrase? Underestimate, over deliver? Yeah, that's what I feel like we've done here. Underestimate, over deliver. And this was under 2K, which is still a lot, but compared to other things I was looking at, like, yes, I will use this. Okay, the other thing that I was hesitant about ordering from anywhere else without a return, like possibility of return, is the odor, because that Chanel bag that I got in Hong Kong, I love it, but it still has a faint like mustiness about it. I think you gave me some good hints about it. So I need to do like a little odor test here. And oh, okay, under promise, over deliver. There's also the Hermes dust bag with it. Look at that. Wow. Okay, that's upside down. So I appreciate that as well. They have the dust bag. Oh, wow. Okay, let me smell. No odor. Oh, yay. Okay, I'm so happy with this. I'm so happy with this. This is like exactly what I wanted. I mean, I was looking at different colors, but I think this is a really beautiful classic color. And I feel comfortable putting like a bottle of water in here. I don't have to be super careful. And it's got this squishiness to it, the Clemence leather. Oh yeah, I thought I was gonna have to do some work on this to get it to like be wearable, but it's really wearable. Beautiful, I love it. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one. And they also have this like, they have a buyback program. So if you want, and it's for certain bags, so don't quote me on what is eligible, you have to look. But there's like a certain amount of time that passes and you get a certain percentage worth if you, like 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, something like that. And then you can get a certain amount back or a certain amount credited to your account. I really like it. I think this is from 2006. 2006. It's beautiful. So my thinking around this was I was looking at other bags. I was looking at the Row. Really liked their bags. But I just have gotten used to that Hermes leather that I didn't know if it was worth buying something that actually costs more than this. I think it's the India bag. Something like that has a similar shape, but I think it was more. I mean, it was definitely more. So I would rather get an Hermes that was pre-loved. There goes air. So I'd rather get a pre-loved Hermes that's in pretty good condition versus a new bag that costs more, because the quality is such that these are meant to last pretty much a lifetime. So that's why I thought I'd go for something like this and then not have to be super careful, although it's in really nice, like way better condition than it looked online. And I don't know if that's the case with everyone, but there's like some minors, not minor, there are some stains on there, like you can see if the light hits it right, but if it's far away, you can't tell. So I really am happy with my purchase. I think I have more unboxing to do before going to Google, but I wanted to show this to you. I also need to pack. Oh, we're staying at the Ritz-Carlton, so I will do a little review on that. Let me know, should I start a different channel? I already have some videos edited on luxury travel, but I feel like that might do better living on another channel in and of itself, because I feel like that's really niche. So let me know your ideas around that, but yay. Okay, we are in a different spot here. We're in the filming area, so I've got the lights on, which you normally I don't think see because I have them turned because I kind of impact the lighting, so now you can see what they look like when they're turned around. I have a lot of things here. I kind of unboxed some of them, so I wanted to show you. I posted a short of some denim, like some white denim that was on sale, so this is what I ended up ordering. I ended up ordering the Joe's jeans. I thought they were so cute, and they are in 30, but I think they fit really well. So I think sizing, you just really have to try, but these were nice. It's kind of like a straight leg, like a sailor pant, but it reminds me of a sailor pant, but it's definitely not like a tapered leg. So of course I will try these on for you, but these are really comfortable and very flattering. And the pockets, at the end of the day, the pockets were kind of the make it or break it part of it. So I don't like small pockets. I think they don't work on me. So I have to get jeans where the pockets they're larger. It just looks better. So I also picked up the ones by Frame. And Frame, I've had so many Frame denim. And I wonder though, this is 30 as well, and this is a slimmer fit. So this is the, oh sorry, vintage stretch Trixie trouser. So it's called a trouser, but it's like a denim material. So it does fit more like a pant. So that's the Joe's one. And I am taller too. So, well, not necessarily taller, but my legs are longer. So I have to size as if I'm taller, if that makes sense. So I look for things that are like longer in length in general. And then we have here the Frame. So the pockets on the Frame denim are really nice. They're very flattering. So I have here the high straight cut, and these are in the size 30. And I also have quite a high waist. So I look for high waisted because if it is not high waisted, it will end up looking like even a regular waist is too low for me. So I go for higher waisted jeans, and I wanted something that was also tapered but not super tight. So that's why I went up in size, and this is actually quite roomy, the 30s here. So I was looking for something to just wear with like a white t-shirt and then be able to interchange. So like white denim, white t-shirt, and then a blazer, white denim, white t-shirt, and my Chanel denim jacket or any denim jacket. Or maybe like that duster, the duster that I liked from Faherty. I pictured it with that. I still might pick that up. I saw sale go by on that, so I will link it below if you want to know what I'm talking about. But it's a beautiful like camely tone sweater, and the alpaca was really soft. It almost felt, I know synthetic isn't the best word, but it almost felt like that because the fibers were so smooth, but it was mostly alpaca. I think there was a little bit of something in there, but mostly alpaca, and it's really lightweight but still warm, so I really liked that idea. So that's actually why I got these. I thought I was going to order that, but I still might. We'll see. Brought scissors because I really like this bag. This is a, maybe can you see it better here? So what I think happened is there's a couple of lines there. It almost looks like it was painted. I don't know, but to me it's fine. Like, it's fine. I'm going to use this bag and don't want to be careful with it. That's why I bought it. So if it's not perfect, I don't have to worry about it. So we're gonna cut this tag together. Snip the tag to make this beauty yours. No returns after it's removed. So you cannot return this after it's removed. So I'm just gonna cut. Okay, I'm really happy with it. It's just exactly what I wanted. And if I want something else, like with the complete set, I can always get that or sell this back. Yay. So I was trying to think of something like, what can I wear to that event we're going to and be comfortable, because it's an all-day thing. There's some like mingling, mix and mingle thing after, and I thought that's a really long day to have to look nice. So I got this, and it's actually a dress from Jenny Kane that they asked if I wanted to try it on. Not they, but she thought I was asking about this dress versus the Cove dress, but I was asking about the Cove dress. But this is called the Rio slip dress. Oh, maybe that's not even the one. Oh, well, this is a slip dress. And this is Jenny Kane, and they're carried on multiple sites now. So I'll list below somewhere, like I'll put a little shopping tab here where you can get this, not from Jenny Kane. And I got this, I think, because the shipping was faster, because I needed this. This is not silk, it's a synthetic, but it reminds me of a washed silk. Is that what it's called? Washed or brushed silk? Because it has like a suede-like finish in that it's not shiny. It's a long dress, and I wanted to wear it with my Chanel jacket and slingbacks, although the slingbacks are not the most comfortable, and the blue bag. So I think that's what I'm gonna wear. So I'm gonna open this, and I just talked about this product and I almost forgot to include it in my favorites because I had it on my bag. So I was tempted to get all of these Carolina Herrera products because I think they're so cute, but then I thought, no, is this just a novelty or not? Let me know. I almost bought the mascara, the eyeshadow, the blush, and like I think they have a lip gloss. I wanted to see if I could make a whole look out of all of the little charms that you have on a ring. So let me know if you have those products and like them. Oh, I think there's a, is there a blush? So let me know if you like those products and if I should try that. But I thought at the last minute, I thought, no, I don't think I need all of that. I don't know. So we've got here Mini Kiss Mint Tint. So the one I have is the pH balance. So I got another one, not the pH. I almost bought a backup of it, but I thought, let me try something different so we can have a comparison. So this is a refill for that little mini, oh, and I got the pink. So this is the pink shade. I mean, it's really pink. Wow. So I think they had like a reddish shade. I can't remember. But this one, I just showed this in my favorites, almost forgot. So I have it attached to my Peninsula keychain from Hong Kong with the Rolls Royce on there. And then you just pop this out and then put this other one in. So let me know if you got this. They're so cute and really practical. I really think it was so smart of them to do this. I don't know why I haven't seen this. Maybe other companies make it. I've never seen it before. And then I did get the ring. Why did I get this ring? Now I don't even know, because it's fine here. Is it because maybe I think I'm going to get the other items? Maybe that's it. But this ring is easy to open and close. Like this one, I had to have my husband help me get it on this ring. One that you have to pry like this in order to even get this on or off there. So this one just goes like this. So that's why I got this. Oh, actually I can show you. If they can both fit in there, maybe they cannot. But it goes just through there like that. So that's why I got the ring. Okay, so I went on the Banana site because they had a 40% off, and I've had such luck with their pieces recently, like their cotton dresses and their linen dresses. So I saw this. I did not need this, but I thought I might need it for like the holiday season. And I liked the way it looked, but it looks like it might be a little tricky to wear. It doesn't have a lot of room for error, I'm gonna say. So it's this beautiful color though, and this, you see that there, it's a beautiful silk. And actually I saw an Hermes bag that was almost a shade after I got this bag. I still love the one that I got in Blue Jean, but this one, this looked really pretty. So it's a long sleeve silk dress, and it's a maxi dress. So I was thinking it might be really nice for the holidays to have this, and it was 40% off. So that's why I got it. I wanted to see, and if it doesn't fit, I'll send it back. But it looks like this on the back, and it has a little button, and that's it. Yeah, so we'll try some things on tomorrow, and then I've got to pack because then we're going to the event. So we just went out to eat, and I wore the dress, the Jenny Kane dress. I wanted to kind of give it a test run. I washed it last night, even though it says to dry clean. So I put it in a wash bag, and then I put it on like a low spin. So it was pretty damp when it came out of the wash, and then I just put it on a hanger to dry. And this is what it looks like after sitting outside. Hi, babe. Thank you. This is what it looks like after sitting down for a while. So I think the fact that it's this synthetic type material makes it wrinkle resistant. And then of course I have my bag, and these are my Jenny Kane sandals. These are my Jenny Kane sandals that I have on that I bought a long time ago. They're still really comfortable, and I love that they're both black and brown because they go with anything. And then my bag that we took the tag off of. Okay, so I'm going to show you how this looks without this shirt. I just have a linen shirt here, go-to staple. So here is the dress without that shirt. So you can see how minimal it was wrinkling, and then also how it falls away, so you don't have to worry too much about this section right here. And it does have a nice drape, this material. It reminds me a little bit of an Everlane dress that I got a long time ago. Actually, the white one that I talked about, that I got the the cheek color on, is similar to this, but it doesn't have this type of matte. I really like the fabric. Like you can see there the weight. And I think just be careful if you are gonna wash it. Always look at the tags, but when it comes to dry cleaning, there are very few things that I actually will dry clean. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. I'll show you what I'm thinking of with my tweed jacket. So this is what I'm thinking of wearing to that YouTube event. So I think I landed on this for what I'm gonna wear for that very long day that we're gonna have, because this is really comfortable. And then this jacket kind of pulls things together. And then the shoes, you know what? I actually have, I think, enough room in here to carry an extra pair of shoes in case I need to change. These are, actually, I've worn them in quite a bit, but at first they were so uncomfortable, these slingbacks. So I think I might put a pair of flats, like the Reformation ballet flats. I think I'll put them in here just in case, because these are okay for a while, but I don't know. I think my feet hurt last time at this event, because even though we didn't walk a whole lot, they seemed like we were walking. So I think that this is going to be the thing. I'll be ready for all kinds of climate things like air conditioning, and then if it gets warmer, I can remove the jacket. So then I can put the jacket over my shoulders like this if it gets a little warmer. But yeah, or I could wear it without the jacket. So let's see what it looks like with the jacket and just heels. Okay, so if it does get really warm, this is how it would look, which is still really nice. So I think this is a really great investment piece. I think it is a little bit more than a lot of things out there that are like your typical slip dress, but because of the fabric, it looks like silk, but it has a much heavier weight to it, and it's not see-through. Silk can tend to be a little bit thin sometimes. This is a thicker, weightier kind of fabric, I think, and so the drape is really nice. And then it's really flattering up here. So I know typically a V-neck is better for me, but this V-neck is particularly nice because it doesn't go down too low, and also the straps stay on the shoulder. So one of the things about the V-neck that I was talking about by Everlane, the straps keep dropping, and these are also adjustable. I don't know if I talked about that, but they are adjustable, so you can make them longer or shorter. But I think that this is the perfect fit. This is a medium, by the way. So I know Jenny Kane on me is like hit and miss depending on what the actual item is, but I think the medium here is perfect. So this is a great staple piece that I actually did not buy on sale. I think I paid full price for this, but it's one of those things that I'm going to get my use from. So I think the only thing to think about with this particular dress is the care of it. So I'm willing to wash it the way that I did, but depending on if you like things to be dry cleaned or not, that's something to factor in. So I've got on here the silk dress, and this is a medium. Like, I wonder if a small would have been better, although I do like that there's a little bit of extra fabric. It's more comfortable, and I think this might be like a stretchy kind of silk. I have on here my, remember these? These are my Hermes heels. I forgot how comfortable they were. And then I also have my Jimmy Choo bag, which I almost forgot about, but it would work really well, I think, with something like this. It's really simple. And at first, when I tried this on, did you not like this?
Not at first.
But I think the heel, because I just tried it on with slippers, I think it looked like a nightgown. So I think with the heels, that makes a difference. And I do like that there's extra fabric. I don't want this to be very slim fitting, but it has a bit of shape built into it. So right here has a bit of shape. But I like it for the winter. So you changed your mind?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a beautiful color. I found a bolide in this color. I can't remember the name of it, but I will maybe link it if it's still available. But there's just that one button in the back, no zipper, and it's very, very comfortable. So that's my kind of thing. So if I have anywhere to go, I think I could like dress this down with a cardigan as well. So I've got here the Joe's jeans on. So they are stretch. These are actually trousers, I think they say, but it's like a denim material. Feels very much like denim, but with a nice stretch to that. Oh, I've got this All Saints t-shirt on with it. So let me just try on a jacket with it. Some style with a little bit of a flare on the end. I'll put this on with that denim jacket too. And then I've got it here with another Chanel jacket. This one is denim, and actually this is kind of a nice fit for where this actually stops the jacket, because that gives a little bit of a nice silhouette. These are the high-waisted ones, and these are in the size 30, so there's lots of room, which I like. Way more comfortable. So that's why I like sizing up, especially with white denim. I don't like it too tight. So if there's a little stretch, it will still have some shape to it. And then even something like this. This is, I got this a couple years ago, Hermes, but I'll see if I can find something like it. And this time I put the boots on. So I thought that duster would look really cute with the jeans and the white t-shirt and the boots. These are really comfortable, like right out of the box. These were comfortable. These are way more comfortable than those slingbacks I've been trying things on with. So this is very realistic kind of outfit that I would wear with the white jeans. These are the frame denim. I think these are a little bit more versatile than the Joe's jeans, but I like the shape of those as well. Okay, I started packing, and I always take this sweatshirt with me. It's lightweight. It kind of has that interior like Jenny Kane's did, where it's not like a fuzzy interior, and maybe it's terry, but I really like this. It's oversized. And I also have my pajamas, like I always take them, the ones from Nordstrom. I always take a pair of denim. So these are actually different pairs of Neely Lotons. These are Mitchell denim. They have a little bit of shape. They are really cute when they're rolled up like this. So this is like a backup in case I change my mind, because this looks really cute with the jacket too. And I have mine in the size 29. I have 2 pairs of these. Really traditional cotton denim. And then I've got my Neely Loton. I've seen these before, these pants, the Shon pants, which I love. Instant style. So for that t-shirt, I also have my All Saints t-shirt in a large. So depending on the garment, I vary in size. I think we're going to dinner when we get there, so I have these Vince pants. The one's also from Nordstrom, the one with the little notch on the bottom. And I'm losing a little weight, so I feel like medium would be better, but that's okay. This is really comfortable and has some shape to it. And I also have a Vince t-shirt in large, so I like to size up just for comfort. Under the dress, I have this really thin tank top. I got this in Florence in Italy. The American Vintage. I don't know if we remember that vlog, but it's a little bit sheer. So this is what I'm putting under the dress, just as like my foundations piece. I also have a pair of little cotton shorts that I wear with dresses just for comfort. I forgot about these Hermes sandals. They're really comfortable, so I don't know, maybe I might change my mind last minute. We'll see. Then we have the dress by Jenny Kane here, and I've washed it again and it still looks really nice. I just want to be really gentle with it though, so it does call for dry clean. And then my Chanel jacket is going in as well. And then for makeup, I kind of pre-packed here. Sorry for all the clinking. There's some clinking with all of these things. Sunscreen, my SPF Sisley. And then for foundation, I brought this. It's full size, but that's okay. The Sublimage in BD41, or this is Chantecaille's Cushion Foundation in Wheat. This is Westman Atelier's concealer in M2. I've got the Ciele Bronzer SPF. Lots of concealers to play with. We've got the Color Corrector by Chanel in Peach. For under the lash line, I've got this is Victoria Beckham's Trench. I've got Clé de Peau Honey. Just climate too has an effect on my skin, so that's why I want to bring so many different kinds. I also have the Jones Road Beauty in Light Peach, the NARS in Peach, the eyeshadow stick for a concealer or a color corrector. And then I also have the Ciele SPF 50. I've got the SPF blush, Rose Radiant. You know I love this one. Brune Talpa. And then 44. So we just arrived. Here's the entryway. There's a little coffee service and a little storage there. 2 nightstands. There's water for us. We actually have some of our items here already. We've got a TV. We have glasses wrapped in plastic, and it looks like some kind of, I don't even know what that is. DOHM. The original natural white noise machine. Oh, we have a white noise machine. There's a writing desk here, and then a view, somewhat. Let's see. We have a parking lot view, but also, well, let me focus. There's a marina view, partial marina view. And we also have a view of the city. So that's pretty though, the view of the marina. Oh, the closet. We have some things hanging, but there's also one row, just one row in here, not 2, one row. Down here is a safe, and we have a rack for luggage and also an iron and an ironing board. Here are the amenities. They are some kind of brand that looks like Diptyque. Look, you can watch YouTube here. Mm-hmm. We made it to Marina del Rey and, whoa, sorry, the light is a little bit. We made it to Marina del Rey and I think we're gonna go to dinner next. I did my hair. The water really affects my hair. It's kind of like frizzy almost. My skin is very dry here, and I also went overboard with blush, but I now realize I need to do my makeup in the actual bathroom mirror. And yeah, just a quick rinse of my face, like washed it with a little bit of cleansing balm, put on some concealer, no foundation, some of the YSL blush. I also have on the, what is it called? Brune Talpa. Oh, I have the Chantecaille cream on though. That new gold cream is so nice. I loved the other one, but this one's I think better. So I have to compare side by side, but it was really nice. My skin's been very dry recently. It's been really great for that. Also, I have on the Rouge Volupté Candy Rouge, and it's in 05. And I have on I'll show you my outfit, but it's my Vince pants. This, can't remember the name of this, but I've shown this blue jacket before. I don't know if it's still in stock. And I have my Hermes shoes on because I remembered how comfortable they were. So let me show you. Okay, so I have on here my tank top, just a tank top, those Vince pants, my Hermes shoes, my Hermes toe nail polish, the one in Rouge something. I'll have to put the actual number. Piment maybe, and then the jacket and my bag. Okay, we're off to dinner. we will take you with us. And hopefully it will be as good as it looks. It's right on property, so I'm glad we made reservations on property because we are very hungry and also very tired. Review of the dinner. Oh, my hair is all over the place because of this. I think the water, like not having the filter for my hair, is making it kind of frizzy. Did you notice?
Yes.
Okay, review though of the dinner.
It was good. I wouldn't say it was great. Not what I anticipated.
The food or the service? No?
We had the service finally.
We did. It took a long
It was a little
time.
delayed. Yeah, we had to wait like 12 to 15 minutes for anyone
The wait
to
was a
come
long
to
time.
the table. It wasn't exactly Ritz-Carlton standards in my opinion, in my experience.
Your experience. But the food was good. The apple empanadas. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the dessert was very good.
And there was gold.
Gold flakes.
Gold on the. We ate gold for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
No, for dessert.
Yes.
We're going to go to breakfast first, and for the record, this is what my hair looks like at the beginning of the day, and I realized that filter really makes a difference because I woke up this morning, I'll put a little image here, and I hadn't washed it. I washed it before dinner, and then I just slept on it. It was so frizzy. I didn't even sleep on it damp. It was just dry. So you can see the difference, how my hair looks with and without that filter. But now I feel like I don't know what I'll do without that filter. Oh, these are the Mitchell jeans. We're going to breakfast, and I really wish I was wearing this because it's way more comfortable. And then this, so I actually got one for my sister because she liked it so much for travel. It's very lightweight also. So I travel with this one all the time. So I'll leave a link down below for that. But yeah, just some jeans and flip-flops and extra shoes in there. Oh, what's bulging out of there? I don't know. Probably want to move that. I'm going to go to breakfast and I'll come back up and change. Oh, and on my face, I went with something different than I thought I would. So I went with Shon Pant's cushion foundation in wheat, and I used their, oh, I forgot SPF. Okay, I have to stay out of the sun. I can't believe I forgot that step. But I have on, totally threw me off. I've got on cushion foundation in wheat. I've got on a Clé de Peau concealer on my spots there, and I went with Valentino blush, just my old standbys. Got Victoria Beckham Baby Blade on, Brutalpa on the eyes, and a little bit of the Hermes and Westman Atelier concealer and mascara. And I'm gonna put on that YSL lip. Okay, let's go eat. No sunscreen. Very healthy breakfast here. I have to decide on shoes. I'm gonna wear these, which I think look really cute, but they still are kind of not super comfortable. But they are a lower heel, but they make a noise. Like, they sound like creaking because of my toenails. Can you hear that? I don't know if I want to like walk around like that. It's gonna be loud anyway. I mean, I'm not going to be walking around when everyone else is quiet. I do have my Reformation flats ready to go in my bag. These Hermes, but then these are kind of high. I don't know if I want to be, but they are way more comfortable. I don't know. They are higher though. So we have this outfit with these heels, which feel, like I said, more comfortable, but I feel more dressed up. I don't want to be this dressed up. I don't think. I just want something casual. So let's try these again. I think this is better looking. They're just squeaky. Okay, I like this look better. So we'll go with these, and then let me just see what those flats look like on, because I don't even know. Hold on. Or I could just right off the bat wear these. These are so much more comfortable. Very worn in. Need some help, but they feel better. So I could wear those Chanel flats for, what do you think of this one?
That was more natural with that outfit.
Oh, really? Should I wear these instead?
Comfort, quiet, compatibility.
Now we're down to this look, which I think is quite effortless looking and very comfortable looking. Or these. which also look very cute. Maybe I'll just do what I planned. I'll wear these to start with, and then I'll have these to change into, and those will be fine. Okay, decision made. I'm gonna wear these for as long as I can, and then I'm changing into the flats when I need to, because they are also cute. But wow, if I need to walk anywhere, you hear them? Maybe don't paint my toenails when I wear these. That would be good. I think we're gonna go soon. I think it'll take about 15 minutes, only a few miles away from here, but will take us a little while to get there with traffic. So those bags back there, they're doing a donation collection, so I'm going to take those. One of the organizations here in LA, they are going to be there to collect the donations, which is really nice. I'm glad they're doing that.
Actually is not rising, but it's been overcast, I guess, every morning, but I kind of like it.
We're back from the YouTube event, and I replicated the makeup that I wore because I really liked it. I wanted something that was effortless and also something that was going to look nice for a long time because we were there for like 7 hours. No, 9 hours. So it had to last 9 hours, and I thought it really looked nice the whole time. So I wanted to share with you what that was and what I have on. So I filmed it. So it's going to be called, and what I call it, fail-safe makeup. So makeup that wasn't going to create any issues throughout the day because I didn't really, I'm sorry, I'm just changing late, because I didn't really have an opportunity to really stop anytime. It was pretty busy the whole day. I knew I was going to be meeting executives from YouTube as well as other content creators and companies. So I wanted to look nice, but not too made up. And I knew it was going to be in person, but also in the event that there were going to be pictures taken, I didn't want to be super shiny. I know that that really natural look is really pretty in person, but it really has a hard time with film, or not film, but like pictures. So I have just a little bit of a setting powder that you might be surprised about. So make sure to tune into that. There were a few surprises though, because I showed you, I'm sorry, my hair is in my face. Because I showed you what I packed for my makeup, and then after that I put in a lot more items, and it was the last minute items that I ended up actually using. So I was especially really happy with this part of the makeup. And we did get some really lovely items again this year. I'm not going to go through the whole bag like I did last year, but I picked 3. I haven't actually opened the whole thing yet, but these were kind of sitting on top, and I thought, oh, these are really lovely. You might recognize one of the boxes here, and I did feature this in a short. So let me put that here while I'm talking about it, because I unboxed some of them because I knew what was in there, but it sold out so fast. So I took it down because I didn't want people to be disappointed it wasn't available. And then it came back, and so I posted a community tab, and then it sold out again. So if this is available, whenever it becomes available, I will post in the community tab. So keep your eye out for that. Let's talk about that first, then we'll talk about these, which were really interesting. I go like this. It is upside down. But this was really exciting because usually these advent calendars are like hit and miss or things I wouldn't really use, but there are so many things that I already use and love. And so that's why I wanted to share this one, and hopefully it comes back into stock. I'll put the short here so you can see everything that's in it, but it came with things like the slip silk hair ties. Those are really nice. It came with a Tower 28 lip gloss, which is one of my favorite glosses from Sephora. It also came with, oh, the LMS cleansing balm. You know how much I love that. I can never have enough of that. I bought the giant one during the Nordstrom sale. Oh yeah, and there's the Peter Thomas Roth cleansing gel, which had made it in so many favorites so many times, and I almost forgot about it. So thank you so much. This is from Revolve, but the reason this one's hanging out here, I could not figure out how to put it back. And that's why I said in the short, if you were somewhat interested in it and you were going to buy it for somebody else, to buy yourself one, because even if you took one or two of these out just to look at it before you wrapped it or whatever, it might not go back. So I wasn't able to put this one back. This one was in there from Jo Malone. I smelled one of the fragrances there, and I think there are a couple in here. Oops. I know I wear this shirt all the time because it's light color. Light color just works better with the lighting, everything. So I know I wear the same clothes over and over. So Jenny Kane is having their sale, I think still, as of the posting of this, for a few more days or a couple more days. Let me know what other blouses I should look at from them, because I think I need other tops, because I wear this, or I wear a button down, or I wear a t-shirt. And I really do think I wear the same 3 things in every video. So let me know what you love. I would love to try something different. Or if there's a top you want to kind of see what it looks like on, especially from Jenny Kane, because I love Jenny Kane, let me know. But this is the Fur and Artemisia. It's Jo Malone's official scent of the season. It's where fresh fur meets herbaceous artemisia. Think cozy winter scent with an aromatic edge. Oh, wait, let me show you the bottle. I didn't even show you the bottle. Ooh, you know, it kind of reminds me of just a little bit of Oud Fumé. Just slightly. Something in there. By Shon Pant. I really like that one for this season. Like by the fire, cozy kind of scent. I feel like the packaging doesn't match what I mean. This to me makes me think it's a pumpkin scent because it's orange. I kind of want this to be like gray and green. I think that would be pretty, like a dark green with a gray, like silvery lettering. But it's really pretty scent if you like those woodsy, leathery scents like I do. Yeah, I want to start putting looks together with fragrance. So I want to like create a whole look and do an outfit and everything. This is my hope. We will see. I'm already thinking of Vlogmas. These are inspiring me to think of Vlogmas. This one is Ginger Biscuit Cologne, and I smelled this there and it really smells like how it says. Best-selling ginger biscuit is back, only at Sephora. Oh, Sephora only carries this. The Just Baked scent is spiced ginger and cinnamon blended with hazelnut and vanilla. It's very gourmand, which is not typically my favorite kind of a thing, but this really reminds me of a gingerbread house. Top notes: ginger, heart note, roasted hazelnut, base note, tonka bean, vanilla, and it smells like a gingerbread house. It's really nostalgic. So thank you for that. And then also we got, this was really, when I heard this was in there, I got excited because I don't really think I know who this person is, but I think they have a YouTube channel, Dr. Idris. Major Fade Hyper Serum. So I am very excited. Targets and treats discoloration and instantly illuminates. I will be trying this, which is good because I'm running out of my Dermalogica, but I don't know, we'll have to see if this replaces it. Oh, and I got something else that is going to address that as well. So many lovely things from the YouTube event. So thank you so much to YouTube and all the companies that provided items. It was really, like I said, a nice event. So when it comes to these YouTube things, I really feel like I don't belong. Like imposter syndrome is how it feels, because, and maybe all of us feel that way because we just film in these rooms by ourselves and don't realize the impact that we have, or that people are actually watching. I talked about that more than once to a couple of people there because we were talking to cameras. I mean, talking to you, but It's a very isolated kind of thing. So then I wonder sometimes how well I would connect with people, but there are some really lovely people that I met. That was my favorite part. So I'm going to list their channels down below so you can go watch and follow them because they are generally very sweet people. Starting with by Christina Studio, very sweet. She focuses on makeup. Farina, she does a lot of travel. She recently went to Greece if you want to check that out. He Did Mess focuses on luxury. She really loves Dior as well, so I don't feature as much Dior, but she does, so go over and see her. And then Tamara's Timeless Beauty came up to me, started chatting with me. We had met last year and connected, and she had her friend there, Beyond 50 Skin, and I had not met her before, and I just started following her, so make sure to also follow them. They are a hoot. They are the kinds of people that I would just go and have dinner with and really enjoy. That's when Jones Road Beauty representatives came up and talked to all of us, and I finally got to meet them. And as you know, I receive quite a bit of Jones Road Beauty, and I let them know what I love, and kind of let us know what was coming soon to them. So be on the lookout for some fun things from Jones Road Beauty. And then Sheree I met later in the day. I'm looking just to make sure I say her channel correctly. Sheree's Lifestyle. I know so many of you love fragrance and luxury fragrance. She really focuses on those things, and I talked to her for quite a long time. She was so fun to get to know, and I think you'll really like her energy too, so make sure to follow her. So I wanted to make sure to shout them out because I really enjoy talking to each and every one of them. So Current Body sent this to me, their version 2 of the mask. They have a newer version. I've got to see what is new here. Welcome to Veritas, quality, safety, and results in beauty tech. It says scan your enclosed card to trace your product through its Veritas journey. Oh, it's different. So you know how the other one had like it was flat and it wrapped around? This is like molded slightly in a shape of a mask. Like this. Don't quote me, but this looks a little bit different as well. The interior here, and then this is definitely updated. Oh, and there's a clip. This is very smart because I don't remember a clip in case you don't have a pocket on. You can clip this to your clothes and walk around. I'm very excited. And these are maybe for the eyes, and they kind of cushion your eyes. Oh, that's very smart. Like this, so it's more of a seal around the eye. I'm excited to try this. So thank you so much to Current Body. If you want to check this out, I will of course link it below for you. Recently launched. Will launch soon, something like it. It's a recent launch for sure. That's cool. I like it. I love beauty tech tools. It's so fun to try. And then this company sent me something. Biossance. I've heard of them, and so I was happy they reached out. So this is a squalene vitamin C rose oil. That is what it looks like with a dropper in it. This is a squalene omega and omega repair cream. Face cream deeply moisturizes skin. So I'll try this out because in the winter, I especially need products like this. Love any lip products. So this is the Pro Peptide Lip Perfector. It's a 24-hour moisture. Oh, vegan balm. Looks like this. It's like a squeeze tube where the lip balm comes out. And then we've got here squalene and marine algae eye cream. So thank you so much to Biossance, I hope I'm saying that correctly, for sending these over. I have no idea what this is. Oh yeah, so this was kind of exciting because this comes from one of the doctors from Doctorly, and you've mentioned them before because they have videos on hyperpigmentation, and I follow a lot of their advice. I use topicals because they had mentioned that, and all the other things they talk about when it comes to caring for hyperpigmentation. I really pay attention to their videos. So this is a company started by one of them. It's called Remedy, and this is for dry lips. Oh, super stacked all-in-one treatment to help repair dry lips. Oh, I got a theme here. And this one, it says powered by ceramides, squalene, peptides, petroleum. Remedy is the name. We also have this. I'm very excited about this one. So this is Remedy for dark spots. Dermatologists developed super stacked all-in-one treatment to fade the appearance of dark spots and promote even skin tone. Yeah, I was just about to renew my other spot cream, but I'm going to be giving these a try. I have a lot of hope for this because the things that I have heard of on their channel and tried have worked nicely for me. This is addressing something that has been a hot topic on their channel, so I'm excited. So thank you so much for sending these over. Oh, I just received this today. I'm excited. Okay, like I said, I'm getting into fragrances more. I want to try, yeah, Chanel fragrances. the Les Exclusives. Let me know which ones you like. This company is Lake and Sky, and they offered a couple of different fragrances, but this one looked interesting to me. And let me know if you know this company. So Santal Gray is what it's called. Smooth Sandalwood, Violet Leaf, Musk, and Cardamom. A novel approach to Santal for all. Your daily ritual Santal Gray. But here's how it looks in there. Make it look nice here. Thank you so much to Lake and Sky for this. Oh, that's interesting. The violet is really coming through. What's the violet, right? Something violet leaf and the cardamom, and now the sandalwood. Oh, it's so interesting how it evolves. Organic sugarcane alcohol, vegan and cruelty free, free of parabens, sulfates, and phthalates. Oh, that's an interesting one. I like the violet leaf in there. It's really fresh. Like, it reminds me of, there's a certain scent in my childhood. It's very nostalgic. It's like wet leaves on the ground in a wooded area. It kind of reminds me of that. It's really nice. Yeah, I'm always looking for that exact fragrance, and I don't know what the leaves are that are wet in the forest, but this smells really good. I'm drawn to that kind of fragrance. Like, I will open the windows when we're in like near my hometown to see if I can smell that, or like a wooded area like that to see if I can smell that fragrance. So thank you so much for sending that. It's lovely. Very different than any fragrance that I have. So then we've got here L'Occitane, which is carried at Sephora. Welcome cooler weather without saying goodbye to glowy skin. Oh, shop these cult favorite hydration heroes from head to toe moisturization all season long, exclusively at Sephora. Supple skin oil, and it looks like this. I'm glad they reminded me to start using skin oils in this, like in these drier months, because it really helps. And if I can find one that's not greasy, that's even better. Yes, this is a great one for the winter. Nice and emollient. So thank you so much to L'Occitane and Sephora. I'm definitely planning on doing something for Vlogmas. I know it's only October. So if you want to see more about these things, and I know you like the speed reviews, I'm going to try and weave something in like that. So stay tuned. And also, I'm going to start really focusing a little bit on shorts for shorter reviews, and then maybe also put some looks together with the fragrances, because I have so many fragrances that it might work well in the shorts to show you kind of the scents, like the notes that I'm picking up, and maybe a look that goes with them. That's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you would like to see in the shorts, but I think they're kind of fun, and I want them to be a little bit different than my main content. But if you have ideas for shorts, do let me know. But I've been trying to post things like when I try things on in the store. I think those are great ways to share those in a very small format. And then also there are shoppable links to make it easier for you, so you can just click on the item if you want to shop it. It's probably a very long vlog, so thank you so much for sticking with me and hanging in there. And I hope you enjoyed the trip to YouTube. It's always a fun thing. It's their second year in a row, so I've been able to go twice this year. So we have to mention, I did share my feedback that you have shared with me about the shopping tabs, how to improve that. So do know that they're listening to you as well. They do want to make it as user-friendly as possible for you, so I did share your feedback. And it goes without saying, thank you so much for your support. This is the only reason I get invited to anything like going to the Google headquarters and meeting with YouTube executives and meeting with other brands. It is because of all of your support. So please know I do appreciate every comment, every like, every time you click on those shopping tabs. It really does make such a huge difference. That is it for today's video. So please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.